Happy Monday, my darlings, and my voice is not so singy. Today I've been screaming and cheering, but good morning, friends. How are you? I hope you're feeling fine. We got our cup of coffee and okay, let's gear up. You know what's coming this week. Alrighty, my darlings, we know what's coming next. We're practicing our pattern recognition for those who maybe don't have it naturally. Now, what just happened? Big Stinky got embarrassed bigly on an international scale. 12 plus million people, that magic 3.5% number, okay, came out and said no thank you, while his military party was a complete flop that the whole world is making fun of, including his dictator friends that he thought was going to be impressed. So what is he going to do? He is going to punish Democrats across the nation, blue cities across the nation, under the guise of ICE raids. He's going to do what he did in Los Angeles, in other blue states, in other blue cities. So we're calling it out so that y'all are ready. Stay ready on the subscriber-only card pull. What I say after this weekend, which was great, we have to keep that energy because you already know the opposition is going to come out strong. Okay, yes, they did catch that Minnesota guy who is one of theirs. He's a registered you-know-what. He voted for you-know-who. Okay, they keep trying to say it's us. And I want to point that out because all weekend it was them. In North Carolina, the guy with the car, them. In multiple places, they showed up with pew-pews and got taken away. Not North Carolina, Utah, someone back of the head. Okay, we had the assassination of the Democratic officials and other legislators celebrating that. Okay, that's them. They celebrate that. And then they refuse to acknowledge that the American people are at danger because of them. Their people are dressing up as law enforcement to do harm to other citizens. And their response is, we're going to send more of these people into blue cities to liberate them. Don't forget, darling, we've got that case tomorrow for California. So remember that when they announce these things, it's to take your morale. It's to try to depress you. It's to try to get you to stop fighting back. So they're going to push harder, and you need to push even harder back. Okay? These people are, 20% of the population at this point? They're a dwindling puddle. All right. And so they're going to keep coming out with desperate iron fists. Oh, we're cracking down. We're punishing you. You know what? New rules. If you go to the VA, a doctor doesn't have to treat you if you're a Democrat. If you go to the VA and you're not married, a doctor can discriminate against you for that. I'm waiting to see which doctors are dumb enough to fall into that trap. Just because Stinky says it doesn't make it true, and you know that's going to go to courts. I need the independent reporters to say that when Stinky says things. Don't report it like it's now fact and law of God because he twatted it in the middle of the night. No, it's going to go to court. Of course it's going to go to court. Of course it's going to get struck down. You can't tell doctors that they can't treat people because they were Democrats. Okay, that's just noise for the same people who were going, yeah, bumper bowling. Okay, the same people who they were the only ones committing violence all weekend, and they're still going, Dems are the violent ones. Dems are the violent ones. We need to get rid of them. Those socialist Marxist toddlers were throwing a fit with their protests. But what did it change? What did it change? I don't know. What did your military parade change? They're talking about adding another 36 African and black and brown countries to the no travel list, the travel ban, whatever. Shocker. Like, none of this stuff is new. Okay, whenever he gets embarrassed, what's he going to do? He's going to crack down on Democrats and people of color and women and folks who aren't Christians and iron fist. He's throwing a fit. He's throwing a tantrum. Again, the emperor has no clothes. All right, there are people saying that the way that military parade came out is on purpose, not just because they did a shitty job and it's being run by folks like Hexeth who don't know what they're doing, but because the military members itself, that was their version of their own protest by not marching in step, by not turning to look and salute, by not giving it their all because they didn't want to be there and they weren't going to pretend. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I like that idea. So keep going. Okay, keep going. When they keep issuing things that are illegal, remember that they're illegal and they're going to go to court and they're probably going to lose. All right. Remember, we are protecting ourselves since the government won't. Since this government is saying, hey, we're not going to address the fact that our people are dressing up like authority figures just so they can SA people or kidnap them or take them away. We're not going to do that. In fact, we're going to send more. It's the job of we the people then to protect ourselves. So like I said before, if they have a mask and no ID and no paperwork and they're telling you to come along, defend yourself. Okay? Yell fire and get some other people involved as well. All right? We're going toe to toe. We're matching energy. We're not sitting around going, woe is us. We're matching energy and pushing back. These people do not have the numbers, darling. We have the numbers. Big Stinky's going to try to get you to forget that. Don't forget it. We have the numbers, we have the power, and we need to keep pushing.